Today I'm going to be dominating the ladder with some mono white cats and showing you guys just how much better they've gotten since Aether Drift, because we've gotten 2 new cards that are incredible with this deck, and we actually have one of those cards in our starting hand right now. We're looking at Basri. Basri is a really cool legendary creature that only costs 1. It's a 2/1 and it has a cycling ability, which is great being a legendary. If you get extras in your hand, you can kind of toss one out and get another card, but it creates more cat tokens for us, which is the whole goal of today's video, is get cat tokens, pump their power up, and then run through them with our sovereign cat. But I like this hand. Let's keep it. We're starting things off here pretty quick with a 1-drop Basri. We're up against mono black, it looks like. Basri down, pretty standard. No cut down. That's good. That's good. We avoid the cut down. Ooh, Golgari with some Bronco. Okay, so the Bronco can saddle to draw extra cards. It doesn't actually need the saddle. I'll take care of that pretty quickly here with our Sheltered by Ghost, giving the lifelink to Basri, getting in to get that extra life gain. Our turn 3 here looks pretty simple too. A Robo seems to be the next play, but that's assuming there's no disruption here. We see Vitality. Oh, Vitality is one of those cards that can combo off pretty hard with some other stuff, so that does scare me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Fountain Port here though, pretty good, because Fountain Port, we can sack cat tokens to draw extra cards if we need to, like block sack, but we can't really get in for an attack here. Vitality though, man, I don't know what to do about that. It has Vigilance, so it's free to attack here. Go for the throat, takes out the Basri, pays the 2 for the ward, of course, and they're back to the caustic stuff. Still have my 2 cats though, and I do have a Regal coming up with a Sovereign. Sovereign is one of those cards, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna go crazy. It's our only green cat here, obviously, and it's because we don't really need the green mana for it. We have plenty of ways to get the extra green mana with our, cavern here and our banners. But we got it down, and the next couple attacks are going to be pretty nutty because our cats are pumped in power too, which will give them extra 1/1 counters. Ooh, we got a new card here. Okay. And it looks like they're going to crew it up right away and attack. Yep. Caustic comes through, getting them extra card. This says it gets to look at extra lands potentially here. Okay. They didn't hit a land, but the Caustic did draw into another card, taking some damage. And we'll make a block. I feel pretty confident that they don't have the capability to pay for the ward, which they didn't, and the Caustic comes down. All right, so now it's time for our Regal, and this should be really fun because it's going to pump all of our cats up, which is going to trigger the Sovereign's ability to give 1/1 counters to everything, and that should be all she wrote. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage, not to mention all the life gain we're going to get off the lifelink. Absolutely absurd. Opponent, though, still at 1, hanging in there. But I don't know what they're going to do unless they're running some sort of sweeper effect here. That's pretty big. That's pretty big, but that's not going to help them. Let's be honest. They got a lot of stuff here they can choose from, but that's not going to help them. They've got 2 mana open. We've got a cat with ward 2 and too much on the field. There's no way. All right, let's see if they let us swing in here, or are we going to get a scoop? I guess let's unload our hand here first. Basri into our Lynx. By the way, Lynx is the new card as well. Lynx is able to get us some extra lands. And GG's, let's go. Okay, the opponent's keeping it up. Let's go. All right, we like this hand. Yeah, that's a keep. Let's see. So we're... Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. We got mono red, guys. Oh, GG's. Actually, you know what? I actually feel like we might have a pretty good matchup here against this opponent because we have a lot of lifelink in this deck. Hopefully we can find some of it, especially Sheltered by Ghosts. And we do find Basri. That's lifelink, but I'm going to go Squire here. That's okay. It's just 1 Manifold Mouse. 1 Manifold Mouse isn't a problem. Okay. 2 might be a problem. 2 Manifold Mice to go ahead and give each other double strike, I'm assuming. Oh, okay, they stacked the trample 2 on that. Makes sense. No blocks. Wow. Wow, no Monstrous Rage. We got lucky with that one, I guess. 1 mana open, though, and it's a shock. Oof. Okay, there goes my creature that I was hoping to scale bigger to eventually get that Shelter by Ghost. So we'll go a Robo here, get the cat, and hopefully we can make some blocks, but yikes, we're off to a pretty rough start here. 4 mana open for the opponent, 3 cards in hand. Just don't be a Monstrous Rage. Just, please, no Monstrous Rage. And we'll block here. I mean, let's force him to have it, right? Got to absorb some of this damage. And it's the Monstrous Rage, of course. No. Oh my god. 2 Monstrous Rages. Are you kidding me? Am I dead here? Oh man, I am not dead, but I'm very close. And a shock to finish off the Robo. Wow, at least they have no hand. And we got lucky. We got the top deck of the century there. Let's go banner though to pump this cat up. It's got lifelink. If this is our new card right here, the links that can saddle and give us extra planes. Very cool new card. Love this thing. And right now it's very clutch because it's got lifelink and we could desperately need some of that. Oh man, some more double strikes on these. If they have a pump spell, it's pretty much over, right? Ooh, no pump spell. So you're saying there's a chance. All right, this next one's gotta be, oh, it's not lifelink. We're gonna choose cat though. Sovereign is our biggest body. I feel like that has to come onto the field, right? And then Bosri probably because it gets the lifelink bodies. Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to start the Bosri bodies, don't we? Because the cats that gives us are just too good. All right, so they're gonna pump this thing up, give it double strike. No surprises here. Hopefully no pump spell. Wow, 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 wow. No pump spell. Is it a burn spell to the face though for the win? Okay, guys, we have a chance. We get another lifelink body. They didn't find a burn spell to finish us off. And yeah, this looks good. We're gonna pass the turn, leave mana open for Bosri, of course, to get that lifelink cat. No spells cast from the opponent. Scares me a little bit. Is it instant speed? We getting shocked here? Okay. Let's get in there for some life gain and see what happens, I guess. Yeah, get the squire down. Let's go. We'll saddle up, get that extra planes, because why not? We're attacking it anyways, right? And let's see if they've got any interaction. Please don't have it. Are they slow rolling us? They're not. Wow. Okay, so we're back in this game. Up to 7, leaving our cat back to block any haste threats. Wow. I cannot believe we hung into this game. That is crazy. They find a challenger off the top, though, for 2. And they're going to pump it. Only 1 mana left open. Another challenger's good. Oh, they can play it. They had a land in their hand. Wow. Okay. Sending it through. We got to make a block. I mean, if it's another pump spell, we're cooked, right? It's got to be a pump spell. The way they've been playing this, yeah. Monstrous Rage gets the 7 damage, but it's not enough because we blocked 2 of it and we gained some life. I think we got it. I think we got this, guys. A Robo to pump the field of cats. Even more lifelink. Let's go. And we saddle. Let's go. This is a formality at this point, it feels like. We'll leave some mana open. There it is. GG's. On to the next one. Let's go. Okay, we are going to keep this hand. I like it. It looks like a couple of good 2-drops here. We got the links early on, but also we got the squire. Boros with Surveil lands, huh? Okay. Looks like Mardu, Bitter Reunion. So filling up the graveyard, doing some reanimator stuff. Hopefully the opponent doesn't find the Zombify by turn 4, because it looks like they hit Natali in the yard. Oh boy. Squire down. I can take the Atali with the Shelter by Ghost as long as it doesn't hit anything crazy. Bitter Triumph to drop off a Carnosaur. Okay, and then they blow up my Squire. That's fine. Graveyard's looking pretty healthy. All right, I really wish I was running my my cat that exiled the graveyard, the flanker, but we're not. Let's get the links down, Bosri down, unload here a little bit. And hopefully they don't have the turn 4 Zombify. Holding my breath. Oh my gosh, they have it. Okay, well, as long as the Atali doesn't hit anything crazy, like I said, we should be okay. Okay, as long as the Carnosaur doesn't hit anything crazy, we should still be okay. Oh goodness. Zombify? There's nothing in the graveyard though, is there? Oh yeah, there's a Carnosaur. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think this one might be over. They can't give haste though. There's no extra mana open to crack the Bitter Reunion. This was really bad. I still have Sheltered by Ghosts. I guess we grab Atali here. I mean, if we take Atali though and it dies, it comes back, it triggers again, but I don't know, man. This whole thing seems like a lost cause at the moment. I mean, everything triggers something if it dies, right? So, I mean, I guess let's give this to the links and take the Atali. Oh, goodness gracious. Can't attack. Yeah, we just got to hope that the links doesn't die here. Only 2 cards in the opponent's hand, so hopefully no removal. We've already seen, you know, straight up kill spell here. We've seen 3 really big creatures. I mean, their luck's got to run out soon, right? All right, down to 6 though, man. That's not good. I don't think there's any way we can come back here, but we're gonna try, obviously, drop Sovereign. Our lifelink can grow if we keep attacking, right? We can attack here too. There's only a 2/3 out there, so send it on through and hope for the best. Hope for the best, man. Things aren't looking great. Okay, end the turn here, and the opponent's looking to do something great. Great, they got the Atali back. Great. I guess as long as the Atali again. Well, no, we're dead either way, no matter what it gets. But let's just see what kind of nonsense they pull here. Oh my God, are you kidding me? All right, this is a beatdown. This is a pure beatdown. All right, I mean, we were dominated from beginning to end. This is over. God, Zombified being 4 mana is ridiculous. That card is nuts, man. GG's though. What can you do? I guess it's on to the next one. Unreal. All right, we keep this hand. We got Sheltered by Ghost. There's nothing really early here to play it on, but hopefully we get a 2-drop or something like that. Mono black. Okay, Forsaken Miner. Can't block, but it's a pretty scary card. And of course, on 2, the Deep Cavern Bat. Mono black never doesn't have it. Doesn't take Sheltered by Ghost, though. Very interesting. I guess I don't have a 2-drop, so it makes sense to take the Arobo there, but the opponent, though, on 3 mana here. What do we got on turn 3? We got Liliana doing some discarding stuff. Pretty heavy on the discard. The Miner, though, tells me that they're probably Skeletons Tribal. I don't know. Banner goes, though. I mean, obviously. And then Banner comes down here. I mean, we don't have any bodies. That's tough. That was actually a really good grab for them. That Arobo there. That was not a bad choice. And then Tiny Bones. Okay, so now we got some Death Touch in front of me that I can't deal with, and we're getting discarded again. I think we drop Roaming Throne here. I mean, it's tough. I love the card, but I need the Regal, because here's the deal. With the Liliana minus, we need tokens, right? Extra bodies on the Regal is going to be hard for them to deal with the minus. I can just sack creature tokens. And they go with the Gix. Trying to get the extra card draw here. Looks like we're going to get the minus on the Liliana for sure, right? Yeah. So we take the token, and we can block the Tiny Bones if they swing, I guess. The bat goes over, though. Yeah, I can't do much about the bat, but I can block the Tiny Bones. I'll lose my 3/3. I can always replenish tokens later, so that's fine. All right. Yeah, we need a good top deck here. I guess Sheltered by Ghost, though, is going to be kind of nice to get my Arobo back. And I can kind of run through the Gix or the Liliana. They're going to have a hard choice here to make between the two. Yeah, that's not bad. Arobo first, though, because we want to get the power up, right? Get the power up from the Regal, and we're swinging through. And they do block. Okay, so we get blocked by the Gix, and Liliana saved for now. The minus is still not great. The plus is not great either, because, I mean, I think I win that one if they plus. No, they go minus. There goes the token. Still got 10 power on board here thanks to the banner and the cats pumping each other. Tiny Bones joins up. Yeah, this has got to be a Gissa deck, because Tiny Bones joins up is not a card you see all the time. Land is crazy, but I still have enough here to kill Liliana and deal 6 and gain some life. So I'll take that. That's a big win for me, in my opinion. Hate that I have the land there, though. Give me a cat or something, man. Opponent sends in 4 damage, but I'm at 30. Yeah, they give up. All right, that makes sense. GG. All right, I think we're keeping this hand. We got a Basri on turn 1 into a Lynx. I mean, you can't really beat that, but the mana, a little scary. Opponent on maybe Orzhov, Reanimator. Raise the past kind of stuff. Another white land, though. And a Sheltered. Okay, Basri gone right off the rip here with the Sheltered. We have a Sheltered of our own, though. We have plenty of creatures this time, so not too worried about that. Lynx down. Let's go. We're going to be saddling that next turn, as long as it doesn't get taken away by another Sheltered or something. Okay, and then we've got the Enduring Innocence, which tells me it's maybe life gain that we're up against. Mono white life gain, potentially. There's the Arobo. Let's get the extra cats and get in there with our saddling effect here. A lot of extra power here off the cats pumping each other, like I said. So we're free to attack here. We'll make some trades if they want, but they choose not to. Let's see what Nerdy's got for us next. I want to be confirmed here on the mono white. I think it is mono white. That's another, you know, white spell, no extra swamp lands, and not going to block here. All right, I think it's time for my own Sheltered by Ghosts. We get another one though. Let's go. Yeah, we can pay the 2 ward here on their critter to steal it and get back my Basri, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna put it on my token here because you know, it becomes a target whatever you put the Sheltered by Ghosts on. And if I want them to take anything here, a token would be the safe bet. But let's get in. They're not happy. We get the land. We got a much bigger Lynx than they do because of the pump. And yeah, we're looking good. Oh, that's not good. They get to blow up an enchantment and artifact. They choose my Sheltered, of course. They get back their thing. I mean, that's not exactly the best thing you can get back, though. It's just a 1-2. But they saddle, and they're in for some damage. I will trade here. Yeah, why not? Let's take away the Innocence. It does come back, though. It's a card that comes back as an enchantment. All good. And a Regal. I mean, you can't pass that up, right? Pumps the other cats, and, you know, tons of tokens. Tons of token triggers. And we'll just take the Basri here because we're not going to swing in with it and make a trade. Might as well. And the Lynx gets us another land. The lands are easy to hit when you got a Lynx, and that's GG's, man. They don't want any more. All right. All right. This hand is actually not keepable, believe it or not, because I have Sovereign with no way to play it. And I feel like Basri's just going to get taken out right away if I put a Shelter on it. That looks better. I'm going to keep this hand. We'll drop a Lynx, I think. Lynx is a 2 of here, so we'll cut that. Couple of Cavern Souls, which does allow us to play the Sovereign later. Opponent on green. Selesnya. And their first play is a Cage. Okay, Cage not that scary if they don't have a lot of bodies on the field, because the Hideaway is going to find them a free spell, but they only get that free spell if they have 3 creatures on the field that are different power. So let's go with the Lynx here. And yeah, I think turn 3, we've got a banner set up here at the moment. Okay, that changes things. The Might does allow the opponent to sacrifice and destroy an artifact and enchantment. But I'm still going to play the banner because there's no other turn 3 here. And I'd rather that than then blow up the roaming throne next turn, you know what I mean? So, okay, what do they take? That's a good sign, actually. That means they're not planning on sacrificing this Might and taking out my artifacts. So, roaming throne seems pretty safe here. And it's got ward 2, so gonna play it because it's gonna give me double the triggers on the Regal when we get it down next turn, which gives me extra tokens. Perfect, Evangelist. All right, so they're staying with the aggression here. Not able to attack though. Here comes the Regal for double the triggers here, giving us what, 4 cats? Absolutely insane. Might as well get him for 6 here, right? Because I've got the lifelink on the Regal because it's technically a cat now. Very nice. Let's see if they're willing to sacrifice their Might yet. Oh, it's a Reliquary. Okay. And they did sack something, so they're going to take my roaming throne. Very nice. Okay. That is all their mana, and I'm left with a pretty big field of lifelink bodies. Yeah, GG's. Okay. On to the next. All right. This hand looks good. I'll keep it. And we'll kick things off here, I think, with the Squire, because it gets the most growth, right? We see some Orzhov colors. Of course, we draw Basri on turn 2, messing up the curve. All good. I need lands, though. Lands. Okay, opponent does nothing on turn 2 either. They're definitely not Reanimator, I don't think. And we get down the Orobo, which triggers my Squire pretty heavily here. Looks like it's going to go, though. What do we got? Which kill spell we looking at here? Nothing. Okay. No kill spell, no plays. And they pass the turn again. Okay. Whole lot of nothing going on at the moment. We're going to draw a card here, I think, because I need to keep hitting land drops to get to my roaming throne and obviously my Regal. Oh, okay. Make your move. Destroys power greater than 4. Yeah. Okay. Sure. And we get a Basri. Might as well, right? I mean, if it's a control deck, though, they might have a sweeper, but I still think it's worth throwing down. I don't know. We'll see. I might regret that. Getting in with the Orobo, though. Get the cat in there. And hopefully the next turn isn't a sweeper. Good, no sweeper. Still no land, though. I guess we test the waters here with an attack. That's a good card. That's a really good card. There goes all of my Orobos. I've got one in the hand, though, so I do draw another card for the replacement. And it's a Shelter. Okay, I mean, that's not a bad card, but leave mana open for Basri here because Basri, I want to create a cat token, so Squire seems good. Actually, that puts us in a pretty good spot here. If I create a 1/1 token that pumps the Squire, what do I need here to close this game out? I need lands, honestly. Roaming Throne is something I need to get down. All right, nothing again. The opponent clearly a control player at this point. We've kind of figured that out. Okay, Banner's good. Banner's really good. That actually gives me lethal here. Pumps the entire field. Let's go. They need some removal here to get this saved, and it's a smite. Okay, still have lethal. 2, 4, 8. No, I don't. It's 8 damage. And another smite, of course. Okay. All right, getting in for 6. That's still pretty good. Up to 22. Is the opponent going to play Sunfall? Yep, there's the sweeper. I was worried about that. Sweeper has been committed now. I guess Roaming Throne, because we've got the banner. Gives us the mana. And I just need the Regal now. Give me one more land. Kaya. Oh my god. Well, Kaya's tapped. Well, they're tapped out. They can't pay the ward. So they're not minusing. They have to plus here. Yeah, they go to 6. Which we have 6 damage with the Sheltered by Ghost. But I do want to see if I can get a land here. Give me the Hunter here and draw 2 cards. Just let me see if I can hit a darn land. Let's see. Unreal. All right, Sheltered by Ghost. Close this thing out. We'll take their token and then just swing in for 6. That'll do it, man. GG's. Not bad, man. Not bad. Cats are insane. I'm telling you. They are good. All right, guys, my final thoughts on this deck is that cats are really good. I do believe that this deck has some work to be done in order for it to be that next level kind of meta deck. I do feel like this deck list runs out of juice a little bit. If you run out of cards in hand, can be a bit of an issue. This deck did have Caretaker's Talent in it at one point to draw some cards off of all the tokens that we got. But I felt like just dishing out the power as fast as possible was more of what we needed. And the go wide strategy is very important because of the meta. Obviously, having a lot of spot removal and Dimir Bounce, having extra bodies on the field was important. But I felt like Caretaker's Talent was a little too slow. We're trying to add that pressure and that power early and then try to close out with the Sovereign. I felt like Caretaker's Talent just kind of took away from the curve, which is why we went with the Patchwork Banner instead to pump the field. And it plays really well with the Sovereign. So I feel like I really like this deck, but I do feel like if they, have all the answers, it does run out of juice a little bit quick. But the new cards, man, Basri and the Lynx did extremely well. Basri didn't get a whole lot of action, but we got a few casts off of it. Felt good. The deck got me up a whole tier in Platinum, so that felt pretty nice too. The mana seemed to be which was kind of weird. It seemed to be a little bit of an issue with the Sovereign because we have all these Cavern of Souls and then the banner. So we should, statistically draw one of these before we draw a Sovereign, but it didn't happen all the time. So that got a little tricky sometimes. But anyways, elephant in the room. This is a brand new style of video that we just tried to do here today. I'm experimenting. We're going to see how it does. This took a lot more work than usual because we had to do a lot of post editing and voiceover type stuff on previous gameplay, and I'm hoping to make it a lot more fast paced and engaging for you guys. That way you get the same amount of games but in a shorter amount of time without all the dead air on the videos. And I'm hoping that this does well and we can continue this style of video, but it was a lot more work than usual. So keep an eye out. Things might change right back. Who knows? I'm just, testing some things and some theories out, but I'm looking at other content creators and taking some of the things from, Yu-Gi-Oh! and Hearthstone players and getting ideas for the YouTube channel and, trying to innovate at all times. I'm always trying to innovate here on the channel. So let me know what you guys think of this style. Obviously, it's more so, let's see how the views do, see how the people enjoy it or not, because typically if there's a lot more views, people enjoyed it more. So we'll see how this goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe we'll try to, put the breakdown at the beginning of the video too somehow. This is my first time doing this, so it's a lot of editing and I'm learning a lot. So bear with me on that, but thank you for making it to the very end of the video. I appreciate it very much if you did. And thanks for watching, and a huge thank you as always to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know the Mardu Mob, it's the membership program on this channel. So huge shout out to the people who help support me monetarily every month. I greatly appreciate you. You mean the world to me, and couldn't do this without you, genuinely. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one tomorrow. Until then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Selesnya, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.